suggest will happen.
Okay, I agree with what Keith just said. I think it's important also to realize that with Mumia's case, it's also a way of unifying so many different issues and that we need to be fighting about because, again, as I said earlier, and other people have said, of what he represents and why the government's gone after him. I began on Mumia's case back in '87, learning about it and realizing that he was sentenced to death for saying when he was 15 years old, power to the people and political power grows out of the barrel of a gun, meaning the political power of imperialism and the capitalist state in gunning down Black Panther, Panther members, trade unionists, the indigenous population. That's what he was talking about. And on that basis, he was viewed as a terrorist and a cop killer by the state and sentenced to death, quite literally. And at that point in time, it was actually viewed as like, how can that be? I mean, I'm a Marxist, and I believed I understood the power of the state, but I was actually wowed by the fact that they actually used those words that he said as a 15-year-old kid, some 12 years later, to convict him of murder and to sentence him to death. I'm making that point in partly response to your question about the NSA. In the point in which we live now, the explicit powers and the so-called legal rights of the government have expanded. The government always, always killed people. There were always black bag jobs. There were always torture. There was always, murder that was unofficial. There certainly always was shooting down people in the street. This is not new. This is not recent. But it was considered up until pretty recently as illegal. The government had to pretend it didn't exist. Now it's totally legal. Killing by drones, killing people without any, that's a difference. It's not a small difference. And basically the fight for Mumia in some ways is sort of back to the basics. The so-called, it's wonderful that Mumia is no longer facing death, but my real position is an outrage that he's in prison at all, and he's facing life. And the fact that we're getting a call in right now, so actually just come here, Richard. This is Wadia Jamal, Mumia's. Wadia, you're here speaking to everybody. So say hello and for you.
Yes.
Greetings, brothers and sisters of the struggle. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you all for your support. Ruby and I thank you all for everything that are doing, our children, thank you, our grandchildren, thank you. I just wanted to let y'all know that Ruby is innocent. He's innocent of
Mumia now!
Free Mumia now!
Free Mumia now!
Free Mumia now!
No free and full, free now.
That's right. Absolutely.
Mumia now.
Free Mumia now!
Big lift, right? All right, now that's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, that's what I need. He needs to be home. He needs to be out in the street speaking for all of us. Telling us about his experience. You know, it's just,
Wadia, thank you so much. Wadia, tell everyone the last comments and thoughts, and we're talking about the case and we're getting the support, and people are showing manufacturing guilt here, and they're going to be showing it, taking it to all their different groups and families and friends.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's the best one that I've seen it for in detail. Because you don't think that it is.
Yeah, we saw it.
I mean, the evidence speaks for itself. It speaks for itself.
That's right.
Okay, Wadia, I'm going to have to say, Wadia, I need to say goodbye. Only because we have a lot of people with all these questions we need to answer for them, and then you'll be able to help answer too.
Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you.